Hey everybody, Travis and Nikki here from allsyourcave.com coming at you from Sweet Home Chicago again. We just saw the third night of PHiSH at Northerly Island. It was incredible tonight.
What happened?
What was
I'm
my
not
name
even
again?
sure. I'm not even sure what happened. It was a little confusing, mind-blowing.
Oh man.
Face melting.
Face melting. Tonight, again, I've said this a couple of times, this tour tonight is why we love this band. It was awesome.
Again, there's really, I mean, we're going to try hard, but there's really no words to put into what just happened.
If you didn't make it to the show, you didn't do the webcast, like, do the whole downloading thing, listen to this show.
Find it. Somehow find it.
It's pretty easy. LivePHiSH.com.
Yeah, pretty easy.
Man, what a show. These guys, it was nice after a few shows that I thought were still good, but not quite on the level of like SPAC and the Man and Randall's. It's nice to really get back there.
Yeah, I was kind of not expecting it tonight. I really thought that, I don't know, I didn't really have high expectations but I'm really glad I was wrong.
I had a feeling they were going to bring it tonight.
Yeah, and I've been holding on to SPAC as being my favorite of the tour so far, and I think this has surpassed.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still too fresh for me to call it best show of tour, but it's definitely up there at the top for me. I'm having a hard time thinking of one I like more.
Yeah.
Anyways, also a little special that I will mention for me tonight. It was the 400th time that I went to see PHiSH tonight.
Way more impressive than my 300. He's got 400. Almost exactly 100 over me.
Yep.
Like, to the day.
Yeah.
But I wasn't 12 when I started with seeing the band like he was. 12.
Anyway.
12.
Thanks, Kate. Nice to have an older sister to get you into the band. Get you started early.
So 400. It was a good 400.
400 times. They really blew it up for me tonight. Appreciated it.
420 years later.
So anyway.
So first set.
I actually, I thought they were going to open with Runaway Jim. I heard Trey playing the Runaway Jim chords before the opener, but instead we got the Gumbo opener, which is always great to hear.
I was kind of convinced it was going to be Jim.
Yeah, and then Jim in the second slot.
Yeah.
No surprise there. Jim was really nicely played. Liked it. Real high energy, pumping. No Type 2 exploration, but great solo and rockin' version.
Yeah. And then we had Tila. It was so nice to hear Tila.
Yeah, we always.
When was the last time we heard of Tila?
I believe last Tila was in Tahoe, right after that ridiculous tweezer they
played
last summer.
The Tahoe, the famous Tahoe tweezer.
The famous Tahoe tweezer.
So it's kind of hard to forget. Easy to forget what happened after that Tahoe tweezer,
but anyways, Tila, actually, specifically to contrast with the Tahoe version, I thought the Tahoe version was kind of sloppy, and like maybe they hadn't run through it before and just kind of wanted to play it. It's a very complicated song and tough to nail, but tonight nailed it. Every note, perfect.
Perfectly. It sounded like they were practicing that one.
I guess I should probably listen to it before I call it 100% flawless, but it was,
pretty close to flawless.
Trey's solo at the end is so beautiful. Love it.
And then we had the line, which I loved. I loved the line tonight, and made me think of that meme that I just saw today, which is probably one of the best memes. I'd show it to you, but I don't know if I could find it that quickly. It's a bozo with a bunch of kids lined up on the line.
You put it on Facebook, right?
I did. It's actually
check our Facebook.
Facebook. It'll be on there. It'll definitely be. It will for sure be on there. So, and then after that, we had Son of a Mule, which was interesting. We had creative, interesting. We had the Marimba Lumina tonight.
Yes.
Which wasn't just the Lumina. It was a whole bunch of. It was like a little drum circle over there.
Yeah, a little drum circle.
Everybody's
some candles out.
Like,
I kind of want to pull out my bongo and join in.
So Trey was playing drums. PHiSH kind of seemed to be walking around, not quite know what to do other than
candles.
Mike was playing a little. So it was interesting.
The vibes.
It was interesting.
But yeah, Fishman got kind of evil with the marimba thing, and
the sound that comes out of that thing is really interesting. I don't know. I've listened to marimba before, and vibraphone quite often, actually.
Yeah, you listen to the vibraphones on occasion.
Yeah, Mike Dillon, by the way. Plug for Mike Dillon. But, this was a little different. Like, I don't know, that Lumina just makes the craziest sounds that I've never heard before.
It was cool.
It was interesting. So anyway, after the sun, it was the bathtub gym.
Yes, great jam and bathtub gym. You know, kind of similar to me to some of the other ones they played on this tour. But, you know, peaked out nicely, good jam. Not too long, but, you know, overall well played and what you wanted to hear.
Yep, and then we had Silent, which I thought was absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful and very appropriate, because the exact same thing happened to us just last year here.
Just last year. So then we had the Maze, which was pretty. It was good.
Yeah, I love Maze.
It's always good.
Paige was playing Mission Impossible during.
Yeah, I kept forgetting. Actually, and at the same moment, he was taking care of a huge spider. It takes a lot to get me to try and deal with something like that in the middle of a show, because I can just usually ignore it. That was like the biggest spider I'd ever seen right in front of me, so Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Perfect.
Spider.
Perfect timing.
See you later, Spider.
And then we had Ocelot.
Ocelot was great. I enjoyed it more than I usually enjoy Ocelot. I thought I had a really nice jam at the end. Got a little bit more blissful as opposed to bluesy, I thought. It's a nice version. Check it out if you're an Ocelot fan.
And then we had Walls of the Cave.
Walls of the Cave.
Yay!
Obviously, we love when they play Walls of the Cave. This version was fantastic, ripping it up.
It was a lot of fun. It was really, really good. It was tight.
Tight.
It was played really well.
So that closed out the set. Great way to close the set. One of my favorite first sets of the tour. Terrific set overall. I thought very cohesive, great flow. Everything was well played, tight nailed. Dan was clearly on it, and really set us up well for a terrific set too, which is exactly what we got. But before we start talking about that, I'll show you off panel number 3 of Mr. Millward's triptych.
We were lucky enough to get one of these this evening.
Lucky enough to score one of these babies.
So this is number 3.
Gonna fit real nicely in there. This is the other side of the street that's getting flooded out with all these like weird submarine looking things and the buildings.
They almost look like minions.
Yeah. Very cool print. Seems like a lot of people like these. I really like them a lot. It's gonna look beautiful up in a nice frame. Colors are cool. Terrific print. Again, nice job, Drew. Loving your work. Keep it up. Keep making posters. I hope he does a lot more because every time he does one, you know, it's so different. I think it's different than a lot of the other art that comes out.
It's different, but I feel like they're all the same. But I like them. I'm not saying I don't like them. I just think they, you know, the signature minion seems to be on all of them. But I like these a lot better than last ones. The last ones were pink. I didn't like the pink ones.
Every artist's got to have a theme.
Yep. So anyway.
So yeah,
sorry
let's get on to set 2.
Set 2. This is what the exciting part. This is what we live to actually talk about. Was this set, that Down with Disease? We actually re-listened to it just a few minutes ago. Well, more than a few minutes. And it's so sick. It's so sick. That Disease after, and everyone's talking, and we'll get to it about how everything is so awesome. But that Disease was really good. I know it got outshined, but
definitely got outshined.
It got outshined,
I mean,
but
it could have been the highlight of the show. It was one of the best jams that happened here in Chicago, but it was, you know, maybe 3rd or 4th or 5th best jam of the set. I mean, I guess 3rd, but
3rd, yeah, it was just really
but
good.
Terrific version of Down Disease. Now again, check this one out. Listen to this whole set from start to finish. Don't go for highlights here.
Yeah, you can't skip around.
The whole set. Perfect way to start the set. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious. I think everybody in the place knew that it was going to be the second set opener, but they really delivered with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, just perfect. Exactly how you wanted it to be.
And then we got Winter Queen, which was beautiful.
Perfect. Nice little cool down after the Rockin' Disease. Nice contrast with the beautiful Happy with the, like, dark and evil. Always, and great to get some new stuff in there again. This show is actually a little bit lighter on the Fuego/wingsuit material. That is my one complaint about the second set tonight is there's no Fuego.
Just play it every day.
I wish they would play Fuego. I saw somebody in the crowd tonight holding up a sign that said, "Please play Fuego every show," and I am on board with that guy.
We're right there. We're right there, buddy. We got you.
A little disappointed not to hear Fuego again, but that's okay.
So then next we had Theme, which I know I've said before and I will say again is always one of my favorites. It's really just so beautiful and so big and just open and just, I love it.
Yeah.
I love everything about that song.
Terrific version. Trey was obviously on point, and for me, Trey really makes or breaks Theme from the bottom. I mean, obviously it's a full band effort, but when Trey slops it up, it doesn't work, and when he is on point, it works so good. And
it's like joy, like pure joy. From like the bottom of your heart all the way out, it's just like pure joy. It's such a beautiful song.
There's so many complicated licks for him to hit in there, and he just, one after the other. Nailing it. He was really on top of the game tonight. I think Fishman has been my MVP of Chicago so far, but Trey is MVP tonight.
Yeah. And then we had Mike's song, which was dirty.
Dirty.
It was dirty.
I think we all knew Mike's was coming in this set.
Yeah, it was incredibly awesome.
Delivered again. Not too long, not too exploratory, but just headbanging, rocking.
Yeah, but we need to move on because I get too excited. Next, we have Wedge. The Wedge.
The Wedge.
I'm going to let you describe
I'm going to start off by saying there is, I mean, obviously PHiSH has been in the band for over 30 years. They have been playing for an awfully long time, and at this stage of their career, there is not a lot of times where they're, here in 2014, that a song they wrote in the 90s, the best version ever, comes out of a 3.0 show or a 2014 show or whatever. But tonight, in my personal opinion, was the best Wedge ever played by PHiSH, ever live. My challenge for anybody who is watching, send me a version that is better. I'm challenging you out there. I say tonight was the best Wedge ever played.
I don't think it's possible.
Period, in the history of the band. You give me one that's better. I will listen, but...
But there's no way it can be better. Like, that Wedge was just ridiculous. There were so many parts of it, and it was just so... Oh.
It was incredible.
It's hard to even describe. That's one you're going to have to listen to. Really to kind of believe it, because it was really that good.
It really was, yeah. And so there were two songs that we're debating. We have re-listened to the Wedge, and we have re-listened to the songs that we think they were jamming on. There are two songs. One is called "Paradise City" by Guns N' Roses, which is one of my all-time favorite songs. And
it was there. It was there. It was the whole song. Like, I can't believe at the time I missed it because there was so much going on at the show, and I'm typically really good with teases. I pick things up that aren't, I shouldn't really. And but I completely missed this. But I don't know how it's possible because it was like the song. It was, I don't know. Whatever.
A song I'm slightly less familiar with called "Roll with the Changes" by REO Speedwagon. Fantastic band, REO Speedwagon. And they had the song.
My dad loves REO Speedwagon.
But the part they were really, the chord progression, I mean, the chord progressions in "Roll with the Changes" and "Paradise City" are relatively similar. I mean, you could go either way. But, after a good re-listen to the Wedge, I think they were more jamming the REO Speedwagon thing out. And, keep it rolling. And,
yeah, but
if they weren't going to play Fuego, at least they could play Keep It Keep on rolling.
They're rolling it. They're just keeping it rolling all the time.
This tour is all about keeping it rolling.
And so now
after hose in the Wedge, just unbelievable. And I mean, probably that was the highlight of the show for me. But if I was going to pick a different highlight, it would have been the next song,
The Ghost. I mean, as much as I loved that Wedge and I thought it was amazing, I personally loved this Ghost. I thought this Ghost was just so good. There were so many different parts and teases and songs and surprises.
Went from the funk to the bliss.
It was like disco. I was calling it the Disco Ghost. It just sounded like pure disco for a while. But it was in such a funky, dirty way that it was just incredible. incredible. And I loved it. I absolutely loved that ghost.
Yep.
Loved it.
And God, just incredible again. The wedge ghost chunk was just pure fish hose, in your face, must see TV. Listen to it again and again and again. Plenty of replay value here. Incredible. One of the highlights of the tour, that chunk.
Yeah, and then it melted pretty much into that
Weekapog. The jam melted out and came to its natural conclusion, and then Fishman was right there. Just dropped the Weekapog beat.
It was flawless. It was absolutely flawless.
Perfect. Wonderful transition. Weekapog was ridiculous.
The Weekapog was really good. I was just calling it, like, the Ghost Disco Pog, because it was just this big, huge, awesome piece of music that it felt like was brand new. I mean, obviously we've heard it a lot and it's not new, but the way they played it was like it was totally brand new.
Trey shredding all over it, Mike dropping the bombs all over the place.
It was great.
It was perfect. They did that nice little just drop back in case you forgot about Ghost. I thought that maybe I had missed Trey doing the get back secret language, to get back into Ghost, but they went back into it for a little chunk there, and then seamlessly right into the Weekapog again. Trey with nice little stash tease.
Oh yeah, the stash tease. Yeah, that was very apparent actually.
Yeah.
It was really obvious, that stash tease. So then to close out the set, we had First Tube, which I thought was very appropriate, seeing how the whole set was pretty incredible and high energy, and it was like to end it on First Tube was just kind of like, all right, fine, there it goes.
I was getting off so hard looking at the skyline of Chicago in the background wall. I mean, just owning it. Fish own that whole city. I mean, it's one of the biggest cities in the country, and Fish was at the center of it tonight. And First Tube was a perfect example of that. Terrific playing all around, whole band. Just crushed that song. A perfect way to end a fantastic set of music. Top to bottom, no break, no breathers, no nothing. Just bringing it harder, faster. No letting up.
No, I think it's my favorite show so far.
I'm not gonna argue about it.
So far, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. It's just so different. I still loved, Man and he's back. I still love Mansfield. I think Mansfield was still awesome, even though it was the tour opener. Clearly, it was no Chicago 3 like tonight, and that's not even comparable Mansfield anymore. But I think this whole show was my favorite, and but also we forgot Encore.
Yeah, Encore with Character Zero sent us all out on a high note again. More fucking rock and roll in your face to end it out. I love Character Zero so much. My neck is going to be sore tomorrow. It's a good thing I got 4 days off to sort of collect myself and get it all back together for the next
4 days off. We need these days off. Yeah, I'm starting to get a tinge of the Wook flu, which usually happens around mid-tour. Hopefully that can be kicked and 4 days off. Sitting by a pool and Kicking it, going to the zoo.
Going to the zoo, maybe we'll go to the planetarium. We're going to hang out in Chicago for a couple of days.
We love Chicago.
We love Chicago.
We're sticking here for a little bit.
This town.
But
that's what we're going to be up to. I heard a rumor that some of the guys in the band were going to go home and kick it for a couple of days before launching back out down south. It was a play curtain for us after we all followed the lines going south to Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of cool to get a little bit of a break in the middle of the tour.
It's nice.
Sort of refresh ourselves.
It's a long time though.
It is a long time off.
4 days is a long time off. Usually, it's never really that long. But
I know, I'm sure after 2 days I'm going to be raring to go again. But
yeah. Well, hopefully y'all get it more as excited as we will after having 4 days off, because after 4 days, then you're ready to go and everyone's rested and happy and excited. So.
But again, a terrific run in Chicago.
Awesome.
3 very strong shows, and I like it when a 3-night run gets better. I think that the shows went in order. I thought the first night was kind of the weakest, and the second night was the second best, and tonight was the best. So it's always nice to end on a high note. Never miss a Sunday show.
Yeah, never miss a Sunday show.
In case that's not clear yet,
yeah.
Bam brings it when they're closing it out.
So also remember to check our Instagram. I put a lot of really cool pictures up there today. I also, if you can, just like our Facebook. I also have been putting the pictures up there, and I think that's all for tonight.
That's about it. So we won't see you guys for a while, but we're excited to see all our friends down south in Charlotte and Meriwether and Atlanta and Alabama and all those places. So can't wait to see all you guys. Slim, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Yep, and everyone travel safe. Have a good 4 days off.
Yes, rest up.
Couple 4 days. And then,
a couple of 2 tree days.
Couple of 2 tree. Sorry, we just moved to Pennsylvania. That's actually what they say there, which I found odd. But whatever, we're Northerners.
We love PHiSH. PHiSH crushed it tonight. Thank you guys so much. It has been 400 of the best days of my life seeing you guys.
Yep, and so we're happy. So travel safe, have fun, and we will see you in Charlotte.
Very soon.
Okay.